right, thank everybody for coming back. The record show we call this public hearing to order at 6:01 p.m. on, what's today, May 9th, 2023. Item number 24, Mr. Administrator.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Commissioners, item number 24 is required by Florida statute. This is a public hearing to consider the proposed resolution adopting the inventory list of county-owned properties deemed appropriate for affordable housing. We're recommending option 1. We have no speakers on this item.
Option 1 has been moved by Commissioner Pratt. Is there a second? Seconded by Commissioner O'Keefe. All those in favor indicate by saying aye. I'm sorry. Commissioner Minor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Appreciate it. My wife is an independent contractor with Superior Realty Group, LLC. She has no active business transactions with any of her clients in the county, but there's a likelihood that she will in the future. One of her ongoing clients seeks such properties for the purpose of developing affordable housing. So, to avoid the appearance of a conflict, I will abstain from voting on the county inventory list. For this reason, I will recuse myself based on the potential appearance of a conflict pursuant to Section 286.012 Florida statutes. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Any objection to the motion on the floor? Seeing none, motion passes 6-0-1 with Commissioner Minor recusing himself. Item number 25, Mr. Administrator.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Commissioners, this is I should say item number 25 is your public hearing on a proposed text amendment to the Tallahassee-Leon County Comprehensive Plan for the Southside Action Plan. Commissioners, we have no speakers on this item. We're recommending option 1.
Commissioner Pratt, do you make a motion for option number 1?
I did. Thank you.
Option number 1 has been moved by immediate pass, seconded by the Vice Chair. Any objection to the motions on the floor? I'm sorry, Commissioner O'Keefe.
Comment.
Please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm not going to oppose this. I'm going to vote for this, but I just wanted to follow up for all the government nerds who want to go back and watch the joint meeting where we discussed a little bit. I just want to mention my concern that some of the changes remove a number of specific language that seem to take a little bit of the teeth out of some of the protection. And based on the input of staff and their explanation, move that towards more of a strategic policy document internally. And my concern is that in the future, should we see infrastructure or intensive development come to this area, that we'll get in a quasi-judicial hearing and we won't be able to rely on internal policy. But trust in staff that, based on their advice, that we won't see that. And with that, I'll pass and support.
Thank you. Any objection to the motion on the floor? Seeing none, motion passes unanimously. We'll go now back to item number 13. Commissioners, have you had an opportunity to review the document given to you by the county attorney? Great. I'm looking for a motion, and you know what? This is my fault because we're supposed to have a motion before we do discussion. I have not been doing it all night, and y'all didn't call me out. Shame on you. I'm looking for a motion on this item number 13. Is there one?
I'll move staff recommendation.
Staff recommendation is moved by Commissioner O'Keefe. Is there a second? Seconded by the Vice Chair. Commissioner Proctor.
Hey, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, I think that I had an opportunity to be briefed by County Attorney. I want to thank her for the information which was shared, which gave each of us some bases to understand how the decision was made. And chiefly, what I think myself and our Vice Chairperson was saying is that in terms of making a cognitive decision, emotion don't require a whole lot of thought. But when you're making a cognitive decision, it helps to see data which relates to evaluation of some criteria. So I thank you, County Attorney, for that. And I think that as I shared with the County Attorney in closed session, that last week, Thursday, the state of Florida's efforts against DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, in the whole past 4 months of that kind of sentiment for diversity, heightens my sensitivities. It heightens how I hear. It heightens what I read. And to know that we've had a black female as lead counsel for Bryant Miller and Olive for the last long time, and that person after last Thursday's vote in the Capitol, and then that the person who's been our DEI in this, and I'm not even sure, County Attorney, I want to encourage, with the discretion which is yours, that black attorneys are utilized by your office. But the only one that I know of and knew of was Bryant Miller and Olive. So when the Florida legislature and all the smoke coming out of the stack is talking all that crap, and then you give me such thin bases to understand how this committee arrived at that decision, that the kind of stuff that District 1, that's why they vote for me. They vote for me in times like these. They vote for me to represent all of those angles. So my thoughts may differ from, my sensitivities may differ from the rest of our commission, but my community damn well expect me to come and put up a fight for DE&I. So I appreciate the opportunity to go through an understanding of what our county attorney supervise. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Cummings, then we'll go to a vote.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to thank Commissioner Proctor for his sensitivity and his comments on this particular item. I want to thank Bryant Miller and Olive, and particularly Attorney Jolinda Herring, for all the work that they've done for the county over the years. It has to be at least 10, 15 years ago or more. I was on some board with the county, can't even remember when. But Bryant Miller and Olive were bond counsel at that particular time. So they've provided great services to the county. And I also want to thank Attorney Jolinda Herring for her gracious presentation to the board this afternoon, thanking the county for allowing them to provide bond counsel and legal services to the county all these years. So I am in support of the motion moving forward. I want to thank the county attorney for providing the supplemental documentation that we have been provided, which, as I explained, I didn't have initially, and I just didn't feel comfortable supporting this particular item without some additional information other than a one-page scoring sheet. So thank you, Madam Attorney, Mr. County Administrator. Thank you.
Thank you. Again, thank you, Madam Attorney, for providing the information. Thank you, Commissioner O'Keefe, because I think you were the one who originally asked if it might be a better idea for us to save this for the end of the agenda. And Commissioner Minor for making that motion so that we can get to this point, get it approved today. Brian Miller, Olive, Jolinda, thank you so much for the work that you've done in the past. We have enjoyed a great relationship with you all. Look forward to seeing where we go from here. All those in favor of the motion on the floor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 7-0. I'm sorry, my motion carries 6-0-1 with Commissioner Caban recusing himself. All right. Thank you for the reminder, Commissioner Caban. Any other items, Mr. Administrator? All right, we have no more items. Any citizens to be heard on non-agenda items?
We do not.
All right, we'll go with the county attorney first.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to provide an update to the board on a matter that has been discussed at a couple of previous commission meetings. It initially was brought to the board back in October of last year, a request by Commissioner Minor to present rental data information and some demographic information about renters in the county. And then that was supplemented, I believe in March, by a request from Commissioner O'Keefe to bring a draft ordinance specifically targeted for rent notification requirements for certain type of residential tenancies. The reason that the board has not seen that, and more than likely will not see that, is because the legislature did pass House Bill 1417, which completely preempts local government's ability to regulate the landlord-tenant relationship, including any notice requirements. It hasn't been sent to the governor yet. The governor has not taken action on it, so we'll just be following it, monitoring it. If it's vetoed by the governor, we'll definitely have it on a future agenda for you for consideration. But we'll let you know one way or the other how that bill shakes out. I just wanted to let you know why you didn't see that on your agenda today. But that's all I have for the board.
Any questions? Mr. Administrator?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I don't normally use this time on the agenda to provide reminders to the board on events, but as Commissioner Proctor was saying earlier, we've got a really special one tomorrow that I want to just, again, give you a little nudge about, which is 3:30 tomorrow, the grand opening of our new visitor center. You're not going to want to miss that one. Again, we'll talk about it a lot more tomorrow, but this has been a really exciting project, one that we've put a lot of time and effort in to get it right. As you all know, 165-year-old building, which is an iconic structure in our community, which has been less than iconic over the last few years, over some of the transitions we've been through, but we're bringing it back to its glory, and it will operate going forward as a true visitors hub in our community. So really excited about it tomorrow, 3:30. Hope we see you out there.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Minister. Anything else?
That's all.
Commissioner O'Keefe.
We're in comment time where I get to go over my list. All right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Anytime.
Feel like I've answered the right questions in class. I just want to, first do a few things. I want to mention and thank the county administrator and our county for offering our employees the Loan at Work program. That was something we approved an extension of the contract and a lowering of the interest rate in consent agenda. And the reason this jumped out to me is because this is likely for a lot of our employees an alternative to payday loans. If you're not familiar with payday loans, growing up, I went with my parents, my dad mostly, every payday to the payday loan place in the shopping center where the Walmart was, gave over the entire paycheck, and once you've done it once, you're paying upwards of in this case, current rates for payday loans run up to 390% interest per year. And once you're in it, you're in it. I don't even imagine how you get out of it. And the Loan at Work program allows a larger loan with a vendor where it comes out of your paycheck at only now less than 20%. Now, that's not a great rate, but it's a lot better than 390%. And knowing what that means on your paycheck, your paycheck's gone each pay period, just appreciate it. And I'm glad that you've thought of that and that the employees have that. Second, I would also like to say I'm excited about the library food program. That was also part of the consent agenda, where, in short, we'll be working with, we won't be doing anything. Pamela in the library will be working with Second Harvest of Big Bend to have food and nutrition for students and kids throughout the summer at libraries. And that's one of many things we can do for dealing with the big issue of food insecurity. And this will be a first that I'm excited to do. I would like to request a proclamation to be presented at our next meeting recognizing the Victory House Community Resource Center at Shady Grove Primitive Baptist Church. Since 2017, they've provided assistance, resources, and inspiration to our community with a food bank, education support, youth empowerment, and elderly assistance. Their food bank alone serves an average of 600 individuals per month.
Is there a second to that motion? Second. Any objection? Short is approved unanimously.
All right. And then the final thing is, and I'm actually going to make my comment, but then leave it for Commissioner Proctor, since he called it earlier today, is I really want to commend Mia, Markel, and Samantha from Clio. I met with Mia a few weeks ago, maybe even a month ago, to talk about this initiative and this resolution. And when they say they worked with staff, they really did. If you look at, if you'd seen the draft that came in to start with and how much they tailored it to what Leon County does, and then how much they kind of tailored what approach would work to meet their objective, I'm just really impressed. And there are many adult organizations that don't advocate as that effective. And so I'm very excited. I think it speaks to how well they did that. They've earned another commissioner's support. And so I'm looking forward to that motion. With that, that's all I have.
Commissioner Pryor, you want to make that motion real quick since he brought it up?
Sure, I move that we do exactly what Commissioner O'Keefe said. So moved.
Commissioner Proctor made a motion that was exactly what Commissioner O'Keefe said.
Yes, sir.
Seconded by Commissioner O'Keefe. Is there any objection? Seeing none, congratulations on your resolution.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else, Commissioner O'Keefe?
No, that was it.
You got it? Okay.
Well, I do want to clarify, sure that we got it, to bring an agenda item. Cool. All right, perfect.
We need agenda item? Okay, all right, cool. All right, agenda item.
It's a big resolution. It's good, but it's big.
Sounds good. All right, Commissioner Caban, what you got for us? Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'll be brief. I just want to say thank you to staff, specifically Parks and Rec, for the unveiling of the Fort Braden playground at the community center. I've driven by a couple times, and my aide says every time she goes home every day that there are numerous kids on the playground. And so I know that they're very happy with that, so I want to say thank you. Additionally, I want to say thank you to Anna Padilla in Public Works for the Lake Bunsen cleanup that we did in early April. It was a great turnout, and we picked up a ton of trash. And so that's all I got. Thank you very much.
Commissioner Welch.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Wanted to give a couple shout outs. I'm probably stealing Commissioner Miner's thunder a little bit, but he and I were on honor flight last weekend or a couple weekends ago, and just wanted to, and I'm sure Commissioner Miner, I'm sorry, he's probably going to say the same thing, but commend Matt Kemp and our EMS folks and our Veterans Services Office. I mean, we do so much good for our veterans in this community, and it is really a point of pride for me. I say not just in the community, but through Leon County. I mean, Leon County does a great job with our veterans recognition programs, and certainly our support of Honor Flight reflects that. And although it is an exhausting and long day, I can tell you Commissioner Miner looked way better at the end of it than I did. He is good to go on those long days, but it's a rewarding and beautiful experience, and I want to commend our Matt Kemp and our EMS folks again. Also, wanted to thank the hurricane hunters and NOAA for coming out for Hurricane Preparedness Week last week. I was able to go out and tour a couple of hurricane hunter aircraft, and learn all about what exactly NOAA does and how that impacts our planning here locally. Met with our National Weather Service folks, and who else? And our emergency management folks were out there, and our Billy the Bucket guy, all that stuff. So very cool. And this next one, Commissioners, I wanted to ask your indulgence on an item that is very District 4 specific, and it's something that I've given a lot of thought to, and I would appreciate your support. I think Commissioner Proctor's probably the only person up here who served with Commissioner Host. Is that right, Commissioner Proctor?
Correct.
Colonel Host. And I know that this is something that has been sort of in the ether for some time, but I would like to ask you all for an agenda item to come back and rename the Northeast Branch Library in honor of Bruce Host, one of my predecessors, Commissioner Bruce Host, who served at a time when Northeast Leon County experienced a lot of growth. We experienced the widening of Thomasville Road, and really what has become the gateway to Bradfordville and the beautiful community that we call Northeast Tallahassee today was under the tenure of Commissioner Host, who was also a colonel in the United States Air Force and president of the Killearn Homes Association. And I feel like this is an appropriate recognition of his service to our county. And I would like to ask for an agenda item to come back to officially rename the Northeast Branch Library in honor of Colonel and Commissioner Bruce Host.
Agenda item, correct?
Yes, sir.
Is there a second? Seconded by Commissioner, Madam Vice Chair. All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We have an agenda item coming back.
Thank you, Madam Vice Chair and Mr. Chairman. I appreciate you all supporting that potentially when it comes back. And we're going to be closing out the school year here pretty quick. So if you guys have any, the traffic should get a little better around town in the next couple weeks. But pray for all the young folks who are doing finals and end of course exams and all the other things, and congrats to Vince on your oldest graduating as a double Knoll. That's exciting. So a lot going on in the city, a lot of movement, commencements, starting, all that stuff. So thank you all.
Madam Vice Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just have a couple of brief comments. I had the opportunity to attend the Lake Henrietta cleanup for about 2 hours in the heat with the mosquitoes. However, it was eye-opening. But I noticed there appeared to be new signs around the lake, Mr. County Administrator. But I was just appalled at all of the cleanup trash and bottles and cans that we retrieved. And I was wondering if at any other lake, if we've tried it at this lake, maybe installing, or I don't know if you would call it installing, but situating around the portion of the lake where people most often visit, some permanent trash cans, permanent outdoor trash cans, which hopefully would be a deterrent to just throwing the trash and the bottles in the lake. So my question is, have we ever done that, or do we have an example of that at any of the other lakes?
Sure. Mr. Administrator.
And thanks for coming out for those hours.
Absolutely.
And work with the staff. Yeah, that trash that you see in Lake Henrietta, that's really coming from all over the city, and it makes its way down to Lake Henrietta. Lake Henrietta is designed to actually capture all of that, and so that's why you see that abundance there. But we're more than happy to take a look at the trash cans as well there.
Okay, awesome. So that would be my recommendation, that you all look at that. Secondly, Mr. Chair, I'd like to request a proclamation acknowledging May as Lupus Awareness Month.
Is there a second? Any objection? Motion carries.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And finally, I would just like to wish all the mothers here and throughout the county Happy Mother's Day. Mother's Day is coming up this summer, and we all have our mothers and our surrogate mothers, so I think it's an appropriate time to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. That's all I have, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Commissioner Minor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. With the county attorney's mention of House Bill 1417, this was the bill that passed both chambers and is on the way to the governor right now. This is the one that preempts local government's authority to make any decisions on landlord-tenant relationships. That's really unfortunate. We were hoping to be able to have something here that was tailored to Leon County that would give some of our tenants some relief, some advance notice on when very large rent increases were being noticed to them. This is just one example of another instance of the state taking away the ability for you to ask your local government to respond to your community needs. It's an attack on home rule. And Chairman Maddox was very eloquent about it at our last meeting, but it's been an issue for many years. It seems to be getting much, much worse. So if you have a chance to talk to your legislative delegation, our delegation, I think, understands and gets it. If you have a chance to talk to or send letters to the governor, the legislative committee chairs, et cetera, let them know that you want to have a say in how your local government has the ability to respond to the things that our community needs. It's a serious problem and it's getting worse. Number two, I had two other things, or three other things actually. I wanted to ask for a proclamation proclaiming May 22nd to May 28th as Poverty Awareness Week. All right.
Motion been made, seconded by Commissioner O'Keefe. Any objection? Seeing none, show this approved.
And then also wanted to, I think, I'm trying to remember if anyone has mentioned it already, but May 20th is Florida Emancipation Day. This is the day that Florida celebrates emancipation in our union. And Mr. County Administrator, are we the second or third county to proclaim a county holiday for that day?
First.
Not the second or third. We are the first county
We were the first.
in the state of Florida
That's right.
to basically have a county holiday celebrating Florida Emancipation Day. So I just want to point that out. And then last but not least, I wanted to follow in Commissioner Cummings' our Vice Chair Cummings' steps and wish our mothers a happy Mother's Day. Jess, I know you're there right now. I'll be there soon. Thanks very much. Appreciate it, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I am going to go now and save our immediate past and dean of our board for last.
Sherman, you're a good man. Thank you. Commissioners,
I said I was going next. I'm saving you for last. You want to be last? You want me
I
to
had
go?
my glasses on. I couldn't hear that good. I'm sorry. Let me take them off. They clouded my
I
hearing.
had my glasses on. I couldn't hear you. Go ahead, Commissioner Proctor.
No, sir. I defer.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. Put my glasses back on. I don't feel that way. Now, Commissioners, there's a couple of May 20th emancipation programs, and I've been asking for a couple of proclamations. I don't have them in front of me, but I know that there are a couple of programs that Rochelle told me, and I'd like to see proclamations for those two programs that we have requests for.
Request for proclamation recognizing Emancipation Day has been made by Commissioner Proctor. Is there a second? Seconded by the board. We can give it to our vice chair. Any objection?
On June,
Being none, short is approved.
thank you. On June 11th, Race Amity Day will be recognized, and we have a request for a proclamation recognizing Race Amity Day on June 11th. And
Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
Motion's been seconded. Any objection? Seconded by Commissioner O'Keefe. Seeing none, short is approved.
Coach Rock Jones, Rickards administrators have asked for a county letter of support for Coach Rock Jones and to recognize his contributions to Rickards High School for many years. And make that as a motion.
Commissioner Proctor, that's just a letter, right? It's not a proclamation, is it?
I was asked for one of those whereas.
Proclamation.
Yeah.
Is there a second? Seconded by Commissioner O'Keefe. Any objection? Seeing none, short is approved.
Commissioners, on the news recently, a trailer park was cited with going up on rent. And it was heart-wrenching to see the increase on properties that clearly lose value every week, depreciating value. And I'm just pondering, I didn't get all the data, but I think it was in Commissioner Caban's district. Increases of rent to the tune of $300 a month is something that I'm hopeful we can look at. I'm sorry I don't have greater data, but I think that Commissioner Minor has been talking about it over and over. Rent control, an ordinance that can't double the rent or go up past 50% or something. And I want to ask the county attorney, is there any measure that we can place upon landlords who are leasing old trailers to people in excessive amounts of money, and people who are not equipped or prepared to move anywhere? Are there any standards that potentially we can look at as a board, other communities have done to protect the vulnerable?
Commissioner, we've been preempted by state law. Can't do anything.
It's pending.
Oh, it's pending.
It's going to go to the governor unless the governor vetoes it. We will be completely preempted from regulating any residential landlord-tenant
You
relationship.
signed it? Not yet.
So
Do we do anything in the interim? Anything that's on the books has to come off?
I mean, we would have to have a public hearing to adopt an ordinance, and by the time we were to do that,
It was signed?
we would be preempted.
Yes.
So that's a run on our home rule authority.
Yes, sir.
Gracious. Okay. Shinkton Lammy, congratulations. The Spring Home Expo, I received sterling comments about. When I got over there, man, it was already shut down. I couldn't believe that you guys had gone before I got there, but I heard wonderful things about it. So shouts out. The Summer Youth Expo was a fantastic event. Wanda, Rachel, for all that staff put into that event, and for which Commissioner support, our memorandum of understanding to work with the Children's Services Council and all of that. It was a beautiful day, a beautiful event. And I talked with our county administrator last week and talked about Leon County coming up and having a credit card. And he shared with me some information which was kind of new to me, but I put it back out there about the credit card issue, and maybe at our budget thingy we'll talk about it a little bit more. And then finally, Commissioners, the 4-day work week. The last time we did a survey, 83% of county employees that were surveyed, and it was well before COVID, favored a 4-day work week. Now, I believe that data that has actually been accumulated shows that people have they have better health results and outcomes with the shorter work week. COVID has taught us well that we can do this. And I would like for us to look at going back to look at a 4-day work week where people were beginning to work from, I believe, from 7 to 6. And for those essential workers, and we have categories of workers, different categories, but for those who are deemed essential and they just can't be staggered, let's recognize those. But for those who can shift, and we can stagger a work routine, a rotating Friday or Monday off or what have you. But medical data is revealing that people's health outcomes are better under a 4-day work. You all saw that over in France, people actually protested the notion of lifting retirement from 62 to 64. Isn't that amazing? And I don't know what they know over there, but they certainly don't work all the way to 64. So I would like to ask this commission and place before us the motion that we ask staff to look at and bring back some recommendations, a framework of a county going to, for non-essential workers to go to a 4-day work week.
Mr. Administrator, I believe we're already doing. Want to speak to that, Mr. Administrator?
Sure, happy to, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Yeah, we have we currently have a broad application of a 4-day work week within the county, in places where we can do it without closing service to the community 1 day a week. So, and the exception to that, as Commissioner Proctor noted, is where we have employees who are in shops that are 1 or 2 people deep, in which case we can't offer that because it doesn't require us. We don't have the manpower to staff up that 5 days a week and that sort of thing. But where we can, we already offer it on a very broad, but we're happy to bring back anything else that the board would like to see. If you'd like to see more information on it or additional options, very happy to bring that back to the board.
This
Well,
thing is
let
very
the record
popular.
reflect the fact that it was Commissioner Proctor's idea no matter when y'all did it.
That's right.
It's spreading nationwide. It's very popular. Technology has been more helpful, giving greater flexibility. And I know there are certain essential workers that just can't. But I think to the extent that our last survey had 83% of a significant pool, I think is well worth. The culture has advanced. It's kind of like marijuana. There are times when marijuana was quite taboo, but now we have the President of the United States calling for leniency from his governors, as well as indicating interest in reducing, pardoning persons charged with marijuana. The whole work week situation, by parallel, culture is shifting in America, and people are interested in shorter days at work. I know I am Siskiyou Post, just shorter days at work, and I will go with a longer day, but give me a third day to be off. Thank you, Commissioners. Great meeting, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
You're getting so good at this until, Commissioners, I might make a motion we have a permanent chairman, and Commissioner Maddox.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Thank you, Commissioner Proctor. I have a few things I need to ask for today. The first thing is a proclamation for Elite Business Strategies Princess Ausley for being ranked number 5 on the Inc. magazine list of Southeast region fastest growing private companies. Can somebody make that motion for me? Moved by Commissioner Minor, seconded by Commissioner O'Keefe. Any objection? Seeing none, short is passed. All right, second is proclamation recognizing May 12th as Child Care Provider Appreciation Day. This was sent to me by the Early Learning Coalition of the Big Bend. Is there somebody? So moved by Commissioner O'Keefe. Is there a second? Seconded by Commissioner Welch. Any objection? Seeing none. And Commissioner O'Keefe, you've been on this. Will you make that, whenever we present that, we make that presentation?
I would be honored to.
Thank you, sir. And last but not least, the Florida Sports Summit, Foundation is having a summit, a sports summit on May the 22nd through the 25th. I'm a part of the Sports Council, and as part of the Sports Council, I would like to use my travel budget to go to that. So, but I would need approval from the board because it's not on the approved list. So I'm asking for permission to do such. So moved by, actually, can I ask for, because I know there's other commissioners that may be interested in this, and I don't know if anybody else would want to go, but
Where y'all going?
I think it's in West Palm Beach, I believe. And it's specific. They're talking about sports in Florida and different accesses and different fields and how other people are doing it. I know he was down. I know he's down for it. Madam Attorney, I mean, can I just ask if anybody else wanted to go, so it could be added for everybody to be able to go, or is it just, do I have to ask specifically for myself?
I mean, if anyone else on the board wants to go and the board wants to vote to authorize it, you can do it all at once.
Depends on if
That's
the
no
Heat
problem.
playing. I mean, is the Heat?
I tell you what, so, because I know Commissioner Welch was interested in sports, sports tourism as well. So what I would ask is that it be approved for any member that would like to go. It's May 22nd through the 24th. And if you like more information, my chief of staff would be willing and able to send it to you. Will somebody make that motion for me?
So moved.
All right, so seconded by Commissioner Welch. So that would be approved for anybody on the board who would like to go.
Comment on that, Ms.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Nutt. Ms. Post will tell you at the TDC meeting Thursday, the conversation around the TDC and sports, doing a tour of Memphis, and we've talked about it here. We've talked about it at the IA, but really galvanizing a vision about sports as a part of the tourist thinking and all of that. It just came up at our meeting. It's percolating among her staff, and that you bring it up today is just amazing. So these thoughts, and I think that we have to tie into the TDC, IA, all of that. But it's just really time for us to bring that plane in for a landing.
Thank you. It's been a long time coming. I know, this started really with the cross country field that we have on Appalachia Regional Park. I came to the board and brought that forward, and we were able to do something there. And it's just kind of evolved from there. And I think we're going to be pleased about what we see at the fairgrounds if we're able to do something there. And there's been some talks of ball fields going other places in town. So it's an exciting time to be a part of this game and really pushing for that sports tourism. So all those in favor of the motion on the floor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. My chief of staff will send to your aides the specifics specifically about this event. Again, it's May 22nd through the 25th. Last but not least, Leon Works was a huge success. I want to give a shout out to our county staff and OEV for putting it on. We had about 700-800 kids out there learning about the trades and how they can get involved in the trades here in Leon County. I've always thought the next step is if we could have some kind of matchmaking program whereby those kids could be matched up for apprenticeship programs with those prospective people that are out there. I think that would be absolutely awesome. But we staff put together a great program, and the kids got a lot of it, so I wanted to give them a shout out as well. Great meeting today. We chewed on a lot of stuff and got a lot of stuff done. It's always a pleasure to be a Leon County Commissioner. We are adjourned.